Hey, this is the Super Matt, and I'm going to be doing some review on a Gwen game I had. It went pretty well, and I was pretty happy with it, so I wanted to share and kind of give you some insight on like how and why I thought and did the things I did in the game. So immediately, my Jinx is auto-filled, and I see I'm against an Mbessa, which is okay. I'm not too worried about that. I'm just kind of thinking about my runes right now. This is like the basic rune page, but I end up opting into Overgrowth over the Tenacity one. You'll see in a second. Because Mbessa doesn't really have any CC, so I'm not too worried about that. And looking at their team in general, I'm also not too worried about CC because my plan is to mostly be split pushing the whole game, with the odd team fight here and there. So yeah, I go Overgrowth, and here we go. So yeah, my ADC is a Nunu Fiddle main who got autofilled. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not really worried about my team. I'm thinking about my own performance mostly. Heading into the loading screen, I always like to think about the game beforehand. So like what's going to be happening bot lane. Like I have a Jinx Leona against a Jhin Zillion. So if Jhin Zillion don't leash because they're both ranged, they'll have the advantage into pushing their lane quicker. So my Evelyn is probably going to want a full clear. Same thing with the Yi. Yi will probably end up starting bot and then going top after a full clear. That's my guess. Evelyn, I have no idea. Probably full clearing either probably to bot. I would not be surprised. And my mid lane is just kind of farming. Top lane, I'll be pushing literally every advantage I get. I don't play too much Gwen, so there's some like a bit of like washed gameplay, like misplays. But I'm kind of just using my fundamentals of what I know about top lane to kind of carry my gameplay mostly. Yeah, you can see me like reading abilities a lot because I know what they do, but like I'm just like getting the specifics kind of. So immediately I'm going into the river bush because I'm fine taking the 1v1 early game, and I see the Mbessa here. Main thing I want to do is just take this bush advantage, so she backs off. I get it. That's fine. Next thing I'm worried about is, am I going to get collapsed on somehow? Like, are they going around? Am I going to get cornered? Because it's still early in the game. That could still happen. And I end up taking my E early here because I thought the Mbessa was actually going to fight me. But it's fine anyway. Looking at my Evelyn, she looks like she's starting topside, but I think she just places a ward and ends up going to her red, I believe. Yeah.
What happens next, I get to decide.
So first things first, I'm trying to get lane priority. That is very, very important for me because I want level 2 first. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to stand in the middle of the wave and use my pressure already just to kind of poke and do some damage here. So important here, I am hitting the minions and her like consistently. There's no time where I'm like not doing that because I want level 2, and every time she goes up for that grass proc, I'm okay to trade, even though she does end up winning, because I'm also hitting minions faster than her. So yeah, I'm just hitting minions here. Now I'm almost level 2. And now she can't walk up. So she walks up, I'm level 2. I kind of am slow to place the ward, to be honest. But she ends up flashing, so that's okay. Warding like that is fine because there was a chance for me to kill. If I didn't ward there, then I would have warded the bottom bush, the tri-bush. But it is what it is. So now what I'm doing is just trying to get this wave pushed in. Because if it's not pushed in, then I have a chance to be ganked, and that's not what I want right now. So what I'm doing here is just... It's a habit, honestly, just to go place a ward, but I didn't have the ward, so I was like, oh, well, whatever. So now the wave kind of resets a bit. It is pushing towards me because it's on her side of the lane. And I'm okay to take trades here because I have my bone plating back up. And I know Yi will be top soon, so I'm not. This is like a little bit of a... What's the word? Like, if Yi was there, then I would have died. But looking at my Evelyn's clear, Yi should still be on like Krugs-ish. So I'm not too worried about that. Now I kind of push and insta-recall. This is important here. I know she has TP, and I know Yi could be here, and he is here. And yeah, he messes that up, so I'm okay. But the second I recall, like, I do it immediately, and that's the difference between me dying there and not dying there. I'm like doing things like instantly. I'm not like hesitating to do any of my plays. Even if it's a bad play, I'm just sticking to it. It's important not to hesitate. So yeah, I just walk back to lane here, and then this little skirmish happens.
I remember when she
An
said
ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I think my team ends up winning this. I don't remember. Yeah, Jinx goes crazy with her passive.
An enemy has been
So
slain.
next thing I'm looking for here is I am up on items. I probably should have traded more because I have my bone plating up there with my E. But again, I am not the best Gwen player. I'm just doing fundamental stuff. So I'm worried about the lane right now. So I just looked to see what they bought. They bought a longsword, and they have cookies. So they're going to sustain better than me is the thing. So when I fight, it needs to be an all-in. Because if I do the short trades, they're going to win that with cookies and grasp. So the wave was too big for me to freeze, which is fine. So right now I'm just collecting the minions, making sure I'm getting the CS. It's a very important thing. Like, that's literally all I'm focused on when I'm doing that. She walks down there, likely to ward. Not too worried about it. And now I'm looking to all in soon because I'm close to level 6. And I remember I need to do the long trades. Like, that's how I will win. And if I don't do that, then I will lose.
An ally
There
has
is
been
like
slain.
no in between. So I look to get an E there, but she backs off with her ability. I honestly don't land against much Mbessas, so the movement is still very new to me. But that's fine, because I'm just playing fundamentally well. So she walks up, I have 6, I'm trying to take advantage of that. I can't really get too much. And this is just going to crash, just trying to poke her. Now my Evelyn makes a play here, and she's telling me Master Yi is on the way, which is super likely, and I'm like totally ready for that. So she's going to try and counter gank from a bush. And, well, we'll see what happens. So Mbessa starts to fight. I get my Q off. I'm trying to build stacks up. She gets her grasp off. And now I'm pretty low health, unfortunately, though. So I end up dying here, and Evelyn doesn't really do much. So usually I give my teammates, like, one chance at things. So that was their play there. That's their one chance. She thought we could win that. And I think Master Yi, yeah, he just walks away. I gave my Evelyn that one chance. That's why I kept teleport earlier. I didn't teleport when she was freezing in the last wave when I got back to base. That was her one chance. So now the next play, if I don't like it, which I probably won't because considering her first play like she just did now, it was not very good, then I'm not going to follow it. And that's just, it is what it is. So right now I'm freezing because I am stronger. I know she doesn't have TP, so I can kill her here. She's still here. I try to save my Q, but whatever. Again, not champion-specific things. I'm more worried about, like, fundamental things. So she's a level up, but I'm not too worried about that. I early ward this time. And I definitely could kill her here, but I think she actually ends up getting away. Yeah, she does. So that's just, like, my fault with, like, general champion things. Like, if I'm walking towards the alcove more, then I probably kill her. And if I use my abilities better, I probably kill her, but whatever. So now that she is having to recall for sure, and I have a ward in the top bush in case she's trying to cheese, I'm just pushing the wave. Like, that's my next thing.
The memories I stitch here will be my own.
So I'm just doing anything I can to push this. I'm hitting the casters first because the casters aren't contested by my own minions. I almost died there, but I know that won't kill me anyway, so it's fine. And I'm just recalling here. I'm making sure she's not like checking to see if I'm getting a lazy recall off. And she's not walking up, so I'm okay. Like, this is a fine recall. But I'm doing it instantly. I'm not like... Trying to do lazy recalls is okay if you can get away with it. Like, you gain so much tempo from that.
All on my own.
But if you die for it, then you lose a lot. So it's risky, but you need to make sure that you can do it. So there's like a couple of requirements, right? Like, if that ambassador starts walking up, then I have to go back. Like, I have to run back to my tower and then recall. Brand is trying to roam, but he sees Yi. But right now, I'm not too worried about whatever's happening there, because she's in a position where she thinks she's stronger than me. But if I just all in, then I'm stronger than her, is the thing. So I'm just fighting her. So I have my Conqueror going, I hit my abilities, and I end up killing her. And my team ends up winning the scuttle fight. Nice. So I'm not playing for my team right now. I'm like all focused on getting myself strong first, and then I'm going to help my team later. Gwen's really good at taking towers and plates, so get that off. Using my E whenever it's up. She recalls here, or she teleports here, but the teleport is pretty slow, so I'm able to get these two minions.
Mist won't hurt anyone.
Now, same thing. She's not walking up, I'm gonna recall immediately. I can get my first item, and things are looking good for my team, but that doesn't last very long. So I get Nashers, and I think this is where the Master Yi starts doing very well.
Bits of fabric can become something
She is
beautiful.
freezing, so I do lose a couple of minions, but I'm not too worried about it because I did my job. I got a kill, I got plates, and I got some more minions, so I'm not too worried about her doing this little freeze here. So all I do is I break it immediately, then I'm going to hard push this wave so it crashes, and then it resets. And once it resets, I'm in a position to control the wave how I want. So she tries to contest it, but she can't because I have my first item. And this is when my team all dies, and we lose a million bounties, and they all get really strong. So yeah, looking for berries right now on my free time because I have literally nothing else to do. And I just ignore my team this game, by the way. Like, you'll see as the game goes on, they'll like ping me lots and they will like flame me almost. But I'm not worried about it because like people in League are just like weird. Like, they act like toddlers sometimes, and it's you just have to ignore it. Like, that's the only thing you can do. But I do keep my comms on so that I can like listen to pings and stuff, like important pings. It's more of just about like mental toughness to be able to not tilt when your team starts typing. So here I could have bought a pink, was what I should have done, but whatever. And she's trying to freeze, but that won't freeze very well, so they'll end up pushing to me in due time. So I'm thinking about doing something else, but there's nothing topside, so I just go back to lane.
I sense their resolve. No matter, mine will be stronger.
So yeah, she ends up pushing the wave. I think about freezing here, and I kind of try. Actually, I think I do end up freezing, but I think it's a bad freeze is the problem. Like, not that the idea itself has bad freeze, but, like, see the cannon walks in, which is, like, a huge part of my freeze, and end up missing it too, which sucks, but, like, whatever. Like, this freeze is not going well because the cannon walked into tower. And these minions are also going to walk into tower. So I'm not doing a very good job of getting their aggro, which is something I need to improve on. But that freeze would have been very, very good. And so I know the freeze is gone, so I have to do something. Or else I'm, like, if I don't do anything with that freeze, then I'm screwed. So I'm, like, committing to a play here. I'm, like, ulting. I'm like, okay, I need to do something here. Like, I know I'm stronger than her. That's a given. But what I want is to make sure I use my freeze to, like, do something. If I just let that go, then the wave would crash and I would have nothing to do because no objectives are up, no nothing's up. Instead, I force a play by literally running her down, like, almost to her tower, and using my ult to get a kill. I end up getting 2 plates, gold money for killing her, and I think I get the tower here, which is first tower for my team. Now at this point, I am very strong, so I get this wave, I back as soon as I can, and I'm doing very well right now. I asked to go bot lane, which I do it because I want the tower, and I want my, not only that, but, like, what green lights that is there's an objective coming up for Rift. But, like, looking at my team, usually when I swap like that, my team's doing a bit better. But my Jinx did get, like, some items that require her just to be, like, passive. Like, she's not scaled yet. So asking my team there is okay, because if they do swap, then we have a stronger Rift Herald take. And I can contest tower. Mbessa walks up here, but Brand misses that. I immediately go, because if he doesn't stun, there's no play. But yeah, the main reason I want to swap there is for Rift Herald taking. Otherwise, it's 3v3, but if they did swap, it would be 4v3, because the other team wouldn't know to swap. Which is a more... You wouldn't see that... Like, right now, this is Emerald. You wouldn't see that in Emerald. But in higher elos, people would swap like that. So right now, I'm forcing our team to do this. Like, I'm starting it. I didn't even ping anything. I just said, let's do this. Like, I started it up. We see you on the map, like, just on the other side. I'm not worried about it because I am super strong right now. I have all my abilities, all my summoner spells. And I just go back to tower. And they don't even contest. Because I started it so early. Like, I forced my team to help me with that. I didn't say, like, let's do this now kind of thing. Or I didn't ping to, like, help me with it kind of thing. I just, like, started it. Like, maybe I should have pinged to help, but, like, I was doing it anyway, regardless of whether she was there or not. So I let her have her own time kind of thing. And if she wanted to use that time to help me, sure, let's do it. And of course she wants to because she's the jungler. I don't know what this Mbessa's doing at this rate. Like, she walks up like that thinking I'm not strong, but I thought Yi was here for the... Honestly, like, I was thinking, why is she walking up like that? Like, you must be here. Then I realized Yi wasn't here, so I just ran it down. She almost actually gets me here with that little play. That was nice, but it was fine. And now I can start my split push, which I love. So I love the Mbessa just dying there for no reason. That's huge. I see Yi's on Dragon, and I'm wondering where Lux is, to be honest, but, like, I go out of vision because out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Like, players have the brain of a goldfish, so, like, they forget things very quickly. If you're not on map, then you're not there. And I end up taking the tower here, which is a lot of money, the tier 2. Nice, that gives me a lot of money. Very worth. I get cannon, and I'm out. And that goes to Mbessa TP. We get the dragon somehow, but my team all dies, I think, for it. Whatever. Again, I'm not worried about my team. You're going to see this multiple times this game. The Yi is very, very fed in the late game. Especially with Azilian just boosting him, like, it's very difficult. But I'm not worried about my team, because what have I done so far by myself? I've solo killed multiple times. The only time I've died this game is trusting my Evelyn's play. And that was the one chance I gave her. And so now I am going bot because I want to split push. And so even though my team is losing, I'm not losing. And I know as Gwen, I can carry the game. And I do that through split pushing. So I'm just farming here, just waiting to see what's happening on the map. Lux is going mid, so in theory, no one should be here to stop me. You should be just farming his jungle, so I can get this wave, and then I could look for tower, because Lux is mid, and Bess is also mid. So there's no one here to stop me, so I'm just going. And even if someone was here to stop me, I would force a play, honestly. Like, if the second we see, like, Yi or something, honestly, I don't know how strong he is right now, but maybe I could 2v1. But 1v1, I know I wouldn't for sure. So I get the tower, and I have nothing to do here. I can't walk up, I don't know where Yi is, I don't know where Zilean is, and I don't know where Lux is. So walking to that wave would get me killed very likely. We see Lux. We see Zilean in our own jungle, which is kind of weird, but he's just warding. And I opt for Dark Seal here because I just love Dark Seal. I leave my brand to the Mbessa, but my brand is somehow dying, so I remember, I'm not worried about my team, but I'm just like observing what they're doing. So Brand is almost dead, so I'm almost hovering top here, in which I do end up going top. Because he's almost dead and someone needs to stop the Mbessa. Like that's a given. So Evelyn sneaks behind. I show. And no one's here to help the Mbessa. She doesn't need to ult there, obviously, and I've been wondering why she does that, but she has Dark Seal. I wouldn't have ulted there if I was Evelyn, but whatever. You can't control your team. So I see a fight's going down here. I see the Brand TPing, so I'm kind of like, yeah, we can do this, but honestly, in hindsight, I should have just gone for the wave, in which I do end up going for the wave after this, I believe. But I'm also like observing how my team does during the fights. So like we got rolled there completely. Like Jinx died immediately, so it was over. And so I observed that our team fight is not happening. Originally I thought about it, that's why I think I pinged like go in. And then she got completely rolled, so I just backed up. I see Yi here. I don't want to limit tests, especially with Mbessa close and the rest of their team off the map. So I just do what I can, get some money, and back off. Looking at Yi's items, I looked at them a little bit earlier. He's starting to build like full magic. You see, he has he has Hex Drinker and the other attack speed magic one. I forget what it's called. But my team is looking for Otacon. And I see Mbessa mid, and this is like completely green light. I pinged to my team, I'm going to split push. Whether they listen or not, again, I don't care. I'm playing for me. My team's asking for assistance. I say I don't care, I'm going. Otacon is very useless to me. Like I would rather get the tower and potentially the inhib. And so what I'm doing here is I'm ignoring the Mbessa because I know I do enough damage to tower to get it, and it's way more important to tower because I'm playing to win the game, not for KDA. And Mbessa is doing her thing. I end up flashing for the kill. It's fine. I get the inhibitor here. And this is so worth for me, by the way. Like, that is so worth. I think about going because I don't know how slow their recall is. I don't know. My Jinx is really mad at me, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just thinking about, like, what's their team doing. So I see they recall. They're obviously, Gwen's pretty quick. She can get out of situations, so I'm not too worried about it. He tries to flash, because he wants to get a W off, right? So he needs to hit me. And so that's what he tried to do. And I had my W ready just in case that happened. But I ended up going out of range with my E in time. And so now my team could do Dragon because I'm being chased. And I'm just making sure I get out alive is important. Yeah, going Rabadon's here next. Now what I could do is I could sell my Dark Seal and get the other Blaster Wand, which I should have done. But what I'm doing right now is I'm looking to see... Okay, so I just got the Zilean Zillion used his ult, and so that's what I'm worried about. So he used it on the Yi, but it ran out as Yi kept going for some reason. So now this fight turned into me getting a huge shutdown, and our team getting another kill. I don't know what's happening here. Evelyn couldn't auto-attack again or something, but whatever. I get a shutdown from it. Good, nice. That's what I'm looking for, honestly. Because the stronger I am, the more I know I can carry. It's just Zillion, and he's level 12, and he's not that strong. Looking at the scoreboard, I actually believe he does have a pretty good shutdown on him. So maybe I should have killed him, honestly, but like I'm just going for tower, to be honest. Now this is a risky play, though, because Mbessa's off map, and I didn't know she recalled is the thing. That's why I was hovering towards her base side, and I was one auto off the tower, and I didn't have a shutdown, so like, whatever. Not the worst thing in the world. That's my first big mistake. Other than trusting my Evelyn, but remember, one chance they get, so I gave her the one chance. That, I would say that's my first personal big mistake. I'm thinking what items to go next here. I think I end up going for the, the Void Staff. I think my Jinx said go Bloodletters earlier, which is not what I want, because I'm not playing for my team. Like, if I want Bloodletters, I'd be having to group with my team for that to get more value, but that's not what I'm doing, so I don't want that. And even then, Brand should get it, because that's more of a Brand item, if anything, because it applies each tick of his burn. And so I'm not looking for that. And so next thing I'm doing, I see Baron is up, so I'm going bot because I want to split, and I do not care about the team fights. Again, that's something you'll see throughout the game. The way we win this game is not through team fighting, it's through splitting. And so I say, let me split for Baron, whatever. So I give my team the notification that I will be splitting, and they have to have 2 for me. So I say they will need 2 to stop me. There we go. My team ends up going to like the top lane, and I get jumped. So I hope my team like would rather be in Baron right now. But whatever. Like if they were ready for Baron, they'd already be starting it. They'd already be like actually doing it, but I maybe should have played a bit slower, waited for my team to get ready for that. So I would say that's a second mistake by me. I'm not going to blame my team for that. I don't remember how this fight goes, but look at top lane though. Someone needs the recall for top lane, and so that's the power of like split pushing for inhib. Like someone's gonna need to stop that, and so I ping go Baron because of top lane. And my team did really good that team fight, I'm not gonna lie. Like they're all healthy, so I say go Baron, and they have Brand, Jinx, Evelyn, like they can shred that. So I'm not too worried about them not winning it. I tell them what to do next, so I'm always thinking about the next thing. And if I'm gonna carry this game, I have to literally like play it as 5 people, like 5 players. And so I tell them what to do. This is something that like as an ADC you have to do lots. You always have to like guide your support, tell you how you're playing, like how you want to play, whether to push or not. I'm telling my team to Baron, reset Drake. What does Evelyn not do? Not reset. And I think she ends up getting run down by E here. Maybe not. Maybe he just gets the blue buff. Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. What I'm looking to do is just split push. So I show a map. So the second I show a map, I know their team's looking at me, so I back off. Next thing I'm looking for is Scuttle. I want to get the Scuttle for my team, because Scuttle helps so much with team fights. Like the movement speed is so like people sleep on it. It's very, very good. So that's what I'm focused on. I get the Scuttle. I'm thinking my team is pretty strong. After watching their last team fight, I want to give it a try, which is not a bad idea. So we try the team fight. Zillion ults early, which is a big mistake. And then he gets caught by Leona ult. Good ult by Leona. And Bessa just jumps in. So I'm just helping get off my, like, that's pretty laggy. Anyway, so I'm just, like, guarding my team right now. that team fight doesn't go as planned or as like I wanted, to be honest. So I'm just kind of chilling. Very laggy. And at this point, we're just like 50-50 and everything. Like whether I can kill this guy or not is like 50-50, just limit testing. And so that is like my third big mistake. Just trying to keep that fight going because we do have Baron, and it's not worth dying with Baron. Evelyn does kill the Zillion, so now it's a 1v1 for a bit. And I don't really agree with this play here, but again, everyone is so like on edge right now that it's hard to actually think like what is the play, because this scenario is so rare, right? So my Evelyn tries to do her best, whatever, she dies. They get the dragon. It's not even like soul point, so like all of us dying there is for nothing. Like we're not fighting for anything really. So at this point I realized, okay, we can't do team fights, like...
I thought I was lost, but I'm still here. I'm still
Actually, you know what? I think what I do realize is, like, I didn't do much that fight. Like, I was kind of just, like, killing Mbessa, but Mbessa's, like, 2-7. I need to, like, get on the back line more after Yee's dead. So that's kind of, like, the next thing I'm thinking of. Like, what did I do wrong in that team fight? Because I didn't feel like I did much, to be honest.
Don't start a fight without me.
When I should have been doing more. I think I just reclined for my item, yeah. At this point, I saw it had all chat on, so I'm like, wait, was I typing in all chat this whole time? So I went to go check all my logs, but it was okay. I don't know why I was on all chat that one time. So I'm just splitting. That's all I'm doing. This is kind of weird by them. They send all their people top. Which, like, I don't understand this play, to be honest. Yeah, so we have our Jinx just doing her job, to be honest. And I just push her. I'm not too worried about top lane. Not yet, until I get the tower. I should probably pan my camera to the lane there to see what's happening. But I also really want to get this. Because if I can get this, then the whole base is open. Evelyn, like, this is something that, like, she should have shown to stop the wave, which she doesn't do, but it's whatever. Again, I can't control my team. So what I wanted was the inhib. I get the inhib. I see that they're at our Nexus turret, so I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I need to TP immediately, which is dangerous, by the way, because if I get... Well, she almost just queued me there, then it would have been stopped. So I TP, because I was like scared we were going to lose the game. Which kind of scared them off as well, to be honest. My Evelyn tries to kill the Jin. Not that. I mean, a good try, I guess, but we have Baron up in a minute, so I'm more worried about that. So now I'm thinking a few things. Baron's up soon, so I want to clear vision. I almost have an item, so I'm thinking about that. And I'm thinking, can we fight this? Like, is this something we can fight? Because I don't know. My last team fight was okay, but like, it wasn't that great, to be honest. Like, I didn't do too much. So what I do is I tell them to come top. Because top is the last kind of like inhibitor we need to get. And Baron's coming up, so like, kind of just like get ready for this Baron kind of thing. Because they have to answer mid and bottom. So right now I'm just answering our own inhib being down. And Baron comes up. I have a lot of money, which I'm actually like a little bit off of Lich Bane, but... So if I had enough for Lich Bane, I would have went Lich Bane, but instead I ended up going for like another expensive item, which is Seeker's Arm Guard, which is another very good item, so that's decent. I'm kind of just telling my team what to do. Remember, I'm trying to micromanage them. So, like, I don't think I mean Drake, I mean Baron. Reset then Baron. Because Drake's not up, obviously, and it makes no sense to go there. So I'm telling my team to play slow because look at bottom and mid right now. They have to answer both of them. Like, they have to. Or else it'll win the game. And so, what do I have to do? We have to play slow, and got nothing really else going on, so I'm just going to go top. Especially because there's a big top wave, so whatever. I'm just making sure they're not on Baron and my team doesn't go in. Because if my team gets caught off, then they just get Baron. And my Jinx gets run down somehow. So I still have to do my job by clearing the wave. Again, can't control my team. And so I get this next wave, so we don't have to worry about it. My Evelyn does get a kill. And I'm thinking Baron next, because if we just saw them all walk towards the dragon. But they get it really quick. And with Azilian, they're going to be here fast. So the second we see them like show up mid on that ward, we're like, okay, we need out. And a TP, yeah, we're out of here. It is a 4v4, so I try my luck at a 4v4. Which, not really any luck, to be honest. Like, maybe I could have played better, maybe my team could have committed better, but like, again, I can't control my team. So that is my fourth biggest mistake here. And at this rate, this is when I'm like, okay, if we can't win 4v4, then the only thing to do is split push. Like, for sure. Like, those two fights are very important, whether we win or lose them, because that tells us how to play the game from now on. And if we just keep trying to throw ourselves at a 4v4, we will never keep winning that. Like, the best predictor of the future is the past, so we're going to use our past fights to, like, tell us how to play, kind of thing. So, I'm telling my team I'm just going to split, because I can win the game. Like, we have both inhibs open, and I'm pretty strong. I don't even think I end up sending this message. Yeah, no, I don't. But, like, that's what I'm thinking. At this point, like, we can't team fight. I just need them to pretend to team fight. So I tell them I'm going to split, hover Baron, I can end the game, they need to send 2 for me, kind of thing. Like, I'm trying to get this message through to them. Like, we don't need to fight. Fighting is, like, not the goal here. And so, yeah, your goal isn't to fight. I'm, like, telling my Jinx to back off because she's almost about to die to the Master E. My Evelyn gets a kill, which then she dies, so now they can go Baron. And I'm just looking to split. That's my goal. I need my team to... So, I don't know what's happening mid, but, like, they go back to try and fight, which is perfect for me. Like, this is ideal, because now they're not on Baron, and they can't recall quick. So I ult the wave to get it out immediately, to get my minions to unarmor the towers, and then I just go. Because I know Gwen can absolutely shred, and that's the game. So just kind of directing my team and playing for myself are like the two biggest things here. And yeah, that's how to carry on Gwen.